record. All right, sweet. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to start from scratch just in case there's some dummies out there that don't know how to log in. So you're going to go to HockeyTV.com, click the login. I have mine stored so I don't have to type it in. You just click the button. First off, all these things up here are called like favorite. So you can search for any league that you want. You have access to these three right here. I mean, you can search for NORPAC, which they're not on here. So you just type in anything, and then you can make that your favorite. So all you got to do is search for North American League, NA3HL. Then once you click those, it'll isolate only those games. So now only those games. Now here's like the little calendar deal. Sometimes this screws up, where like the date here is not the same date that's above there. So if that happens to you, just go by the date that is right there. See, like it says Saturday there, but it's Sunday. It's actually Sunday. Okay, so don't go looking for something in a game on the wrong day. You'll never find it. I've done that one before. So once you find the game that you're looking for, you click the plus button. You guys should all be able to download these games. Some of them, trying to find one that's not ready.
We don't have the option to download these games.
You guys can't download?
No, there's no option for us to download those.
Oh, then never mind. You guys don't have super sweet access like me. Well, you get the little edit button, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys get to play with the different audios?
Yeah, we get everything except the download button.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess for anybody, if anyone ever wants a game, like an entire game for any reason, I can download it. So ask me and I'll put it in Dropbox. So anybody that wants an entire game, I'll throw it in Dropbox. Just email me. So let's see. I want to look over here on the left side of the screen first because this is kind of cool that what they've got going on here. So click on My Hockey TV. They got a bunch of different options here now. If you click on clips, it'll take you like to the little profile thing, but it'll be any clip that you've ever clipped from Fast Hockey will be in this spot right here. Any clip ever. So you can see I have about 3,000 clips and stored in Fast Hockey right now, and you guys should be up there pretty soon. But anyway, so any clip you want to find that you're looking for, you don't have to go to the game. You've already clipped it. You can go to My Hockey TV and then click on My Clips, and then you can. It'll take you when you click play. It'll actually take you back to the game, to the actual game. See, so it'll take you right back to the game. Then you can click on the timeline. Then you can download the clip. All right, we'll get into that in a second. I haven't really played out with my feed or my games. Not really sure what all this stuff is. I don't know if it's all really working, to be honest, but. It looks like my feed is it's all kind of the same thing. So anyways, go back to the schedule. Click on a day that, let's see. If you ever click on a game that's coming up on accident, like the game hasn't been archived and it's not playing live yet, you'll always get an error. Okay, so this happens like this. Oh no, what'd I do? What the heck? What the hell? Well, you went to the wrong date. So go back and go to the right date. So we'll go to Saturday. We'll go on Corpus Christi. this is how you skip past all this crap. You hit it twice, and then when this Black Friday thing goes away, you just hit it once. But okay, so now you're logged into the game. Everything down here is called like hotkeys. Okay, they don't really mean much to us, except for each one is like a different standard. Like one is takes like a 30-second clip, and it's -5 seconds plus 25 from wherever you hit the button at. And like they all change a little bit. I always just use the face-off one button. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't think the manual start button works. It didn't work before. We'll see what works now. Let's see if we can find some. So yeah, manual start still doesn't work. So I always click face off one, and then it'll take you, we're gonna mute this. It'll take you to this timeline tab right here. You can scroll through these, right? So this timeline tab, and then you hit the little plus button, and that would be the clip that you just took. And that's a 25-second clip. All right. So whenever you hit the button, it'll take you back to wherever the clip starts. That's also the same time here, 46:41, as you'll see on the counter. You'll find out why it's important in a minute. So we'll edit this clip, and we'll change it to just test clip. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try to see if what we clip from the game is what they actually email us. And so that is the bug that's been going on with HockeyTV when it comes to clipping, especially in the NA and the NA3. So as soon as you're done editing your clip, you scroll down, you click save like I did there, and then when you want to download the clip, you click syndicate clip. It'll tell you it's being prepared, and they are emailing it to you when it's ready. So now we just get to kind of hang out. And I would always do this first before I start clipping it, if you're going to take a bunch of clips out of the game. Because if you do like 4 or 5 clips in a row, and then you go and check your email, and they're all wrong, you just wasted a bunch of time. So make sure that the clips are right. And it's going to take a minute for that to come through. But if you don't get a clip in 5 minutes, then you're not getting a clip. And you got to go back and either re-syndicate it or just make a new clip around the same time. You should also double check in your profile to make sure that you got the right email address in there so that it's sending the clip to the right spot too if you're never getting clips. Hey, Uncle Bob, what's going on?
Not much, man. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
I had the thing minimized before. So this is what you want to test for, is to see if the clip that you took from the game is actually the same time. A lot of the time it's not even close. Okay, so now see what's going on here? We're at 18:23 on the clock there. Now when you come here, you go to test clip, we're at 18:12. All right, so obviously if we're trying to get this information, it didn't work. We're not going to be able to get that clip. But what you can do is you can see that that's 46:41. This clip's 18:23, just about. 23:41, so you got 18 seconds. So what you need to do is make a new clip. You can't edit this clip and go back 20 seconds. It won't work. It's like, I don't know why, but I've tried it. It doesn't work. It's like ingrained at that time. So what I always do is I go back to the beginning of that one. I hit. It's going to be playing when I do it. I hit the clip again. I edit it, and then I go back 20. Usually I just go back 30, and then I just get like a bigger clip. So it's really weird because that like we're actually seeing is not even close to what they're sending us in the clip. As you'll see, this clip, which is 30 seconds earlier, is going to be actually what we tried to clip in this one. While we're waiting for that, has anybody got any questions about anything on Zoom or on HockeyTV? Cool.
Chris, run that again. If
Do that process again.
Well, you had the wrong time on the clip, so you had to go back to the regular HockeyTV
Yeah.
and adjust the time.
Well, see, it's good if the teams have the clock into the screen,
Turned in.
because you could see that it was, it was like, maybe I did that wrong. It was like 10 seconds off, right?
Okay.
So if you want to like do it perfectly, you go back 18:23. Boom. Now we're at 46:29. So as long as you start the clip before 46:29, then it'll send you the information that you want to actually clip. All right. So, and like we tried clipping it at 46:41. Started the clip at 46:29 is what it actually pulled out of that. So it sent you, 11 seconds. Started the clip 11 seconds before you actually wanted it. Right. So
every game is trial and error.
Yeah, every game's different. So you have to like do that first test clip, see how far it's off, and then just do the math. If it's off, some of them work well. Like most of the USHL games, and the only explanation I've gotten was that there's like internet leakage or something where the internet like cuts out like milliseconds at a time while they're doing the live feed, and then when they transfer the live feed to the archive, it doesn't match up. For some reason, they can't fix this because it's been like this since they changed over to HockeyTV.
So once you determine the amount of time that you have to lag time, is that consistent from period to period, first of the game to end of game?
Pretty close. It's pretty close. I haven't actually gone and done like test clips from the beginning and like to the end. Like once I see it's off, I usually just make a new clip and I hit back the 15-second button. So usually if you go back 30 seconds to what you were actually trying to start it, it's usually good. That's been like the magic number for me. But what happens is you end up getting bigger clips. So you just kind of clip like a bigger game. But, you got to back it up a little bit ways. But 30 seconds is usually so that you can catch what you're trying to clip there. All right, let's see what we got. So it's a huge clip, but it's gonna end up getting what we wanted in there. See, so that 18, 11, or 12 or whatever we were looking for when these guys are behind the net was what we were looking for. So all that in there.
Are you manually clipping the end to give the start and the finish on the thing, or is it just the hotkeys?
On that one, I didn't change the end at all because I just left it because I don't know. You can make it smaller by clipping. So here, we'll go this one again. So we'll be like, oh shoot, it's not the right time. It sent us 10 seconds before this, so. So we're going to make a new clip. All right, so you go back 30, start it. You just go forward 30. That's usually quick enough, and then that'll make it like a 30-second clip. So this should be what we were looking for. The other one. That's weird. So anyways, you can isolate it again like that, and you can always go back and edit them again too. The one thing I always forget to do sometimes is change the name of it, but the names are super important. So when you're clipping stuff, what I've been doing is I've been labeling it with the date first. So I'd be like, what was the date on this game? The 26th, 25th?
25th.
25th, yeah. So I'd go 11, 25, 17, Corpus at Odessa, and then I would put like a label of what you were clipping it for. So we'll just make it up like goal line movement, you know, whatever, goal line movement. But if it's, you know, if you're clipping like a penalty, then clip minor boarding, major boarding, you know, head contact, et cetera, so that, oh shit, I forgot. You can't do an and sign, damn it. Can't have any weird symbols in there, but put the date, the teams, and then a description, like a brief description of why you clipped it, so that once you start getting a bunch of clips, you know, you'll start getting super unorganized. It's gonna be hard to find them. So, you know, like when you end up with clips like in this Dropbox folder that I got, if you don't have a lot of labels on them, then you end up, you know, it's hard to kind of figure out what you're looking for, head contact, spearing. So anyways, if you just get the clips from them and you don't have them labeled, you're gonna lose track of them. So we want to have like a consistent labeling method, and this seems to be a good one so far. So date, teams, and then label what you're clipping it for.
We don't even worry about the face-off one category. That stays in there all the time.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a weird bug that they've got. Like I tried to get rid of it, and oh, see, there it goes. So you can customize this, you know, what you see on this bar, but it really doesn't matter because it changes as soon as you log out and log back in. It goes back to the default, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. But the only thing that's relevant is the name of the clip, and then, you know, like the duration. You want to pay attention to the duration. So if you go over a minute, like a minute and a half, it probably won't send you the clip. Like the size of these files were 11 megabytes. So if you go more, some email servers, 12 megabytes is the max. Some are like 18. So if you go over anywhere around a minute, you might not get that clip. So try to keep it less than a minute. Just go look at another game. So we'll check out one of the. Here's the rest of the calendar section too. If you click on that calendar button, which is in between those arrows, you can scroll through the months there. Then you can go to like a specific date for a group of dates. So we'll go through October there. Maybe we'll watch some Thrizzle games. What do you guys think? College Station? There should be some shenanigans in this game. Oh, yeah.
Now, does everybody burn the time in? Like those guys don't.
No, see, these guys don't, so it's tougher.
can you ask them to flash to the scoreboard time, every whistle or something like that, so we've got a marker?
Yeah, I mean, I can ask them. We've been sending rules out to them a lot, but a lot of them still do their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones without the times burned in, and they should be able to burn them in there. Fast Hockey's they have a Fast Hockey platform that'll do it too. So I think the teams that aren't doing it aren't trying, or they're just not technologically capable to do it. But I'll write that down to send to the league for sure.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
if you're going to a place that doesn't burn it in, if you have a stopwatch or your phone, you can start it at the drop of the puck and then just kind of get close to the time you're looking for.
Yeah, you could. The thing is, they record warm-ups too, so you'd have to just like
Right, so you
add
have
to whenever
Right, right.
You'd have to do math. So if you're into math with minutes and hours, that 60 instead of 100 screws people up sometimes.
That's true too.
Is that the only fan of the game walking by the bleachers there?
No, they had a fire drill right before this game started, so like unfortunately they lost the whole gate. But no, I don't know. Yeah, that's the only fan.
He was
Something
calm. He was calm too.
All right, let's see if we can see this spear. You guys want to watch? Ooh, let's watch the fight. All right. Oh, we've watched this clip before.
Yeah, there's me and Wolford breaking up a fight.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have to say we've seen this one before. That's
I had to. All right.
Wolfie, you had to?
I had to. There was only one linesman, and the guy's helmet came off, and it was dangerous. So I thought I had to help out.
Was he scared?
Wolford's a linesman, right?
We're like, you better knock it off. And he's like, sorry, Mr. Wolford.
Hey, you should do more.
I was just showing you guys my linesman skills. That short people can be linesmen too.
I like it.
There's probably that big mustache that scared him again.
You really paid attention to your modules.
I got a list of what linesmen should do.
You watched the video and passed it to us.
He saw it twice. It really sunk in.
It's okay to fail first.
No, he's no linesman. He was yelling at me first to get in there. I was wondering where my partner was.
I was just going to do one more to see if how off this one is. Oh, here it is. So here's the fight under 5. Oops. Oh yeah, see, this is like a good 15 seconds after, I think. Yeah, he's already feeding him. See, so to get this one, I would get a new one. Go back 30. And it's going to be a pretty big clip, but man, I mean, it's not too bad. Chop it down a little bit. And I always go back and delete the one that's screwed up, just to like, so you keep track of them. If you delete it here, you'll delete it from your. All right, awesome. NA3 action. You won't do a USHL game. I don't know, they must have like more expensive cameras than USHL or something. They don't have this issue. What do you guys want to watch? USA? Watch USA. Yeah, it's bright, isn't it? That was a good call. All right, we'll clip this icing. All right, bad pass all the way down. Good call. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's that fight. Let's see if we get that fight now. There we go. Sweet. See? So 30 seconds. If it's lagging, 30 seconds will usually get it. You watch the animals beat the crap out of each other.
What does the league tell each of the teams about internet access or having a server that works?
What do you mean?
You know, like
Access or
night,
something?
I tried 3 servers or 3 internet Wi-Fi connections, and none of them worked.
Oh, like while you're at the game?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if they have any requirements as far as that goes. That like they have to have a Wi-Fi. I know like they have to have dedicated lines for the HockeyTV feeds. Were you trying to like watch the game while you're at the game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And make clips.
You know what? I'm gonna send Denny an email and see if like they can track down a list of NA teams. Probably NA3. It'll probably take too long to get the list, but I think we can at least get a list of the NA teams of what their Wi-Fi passwords are. So that
sensational.
like yeah, so we can log into their like team their team websites. All right, here is the icing clip. Let's see how the USHL does. 19 minutes. Oh, see, now they're even 15 seconds off too. So that one sent me 15 seconds after what I wanted to clip. This one you'd have to rewind also. So I guess almost all of them they're going to be like that. So I don't know, maybe plan on clipping whatever you're trying to find at least 15 seconds before. But it's 15 to 30, and that's how you fix it. It's a pain in the butt, but I don't know why they're not able to figure out an algorithm to update this, but they're not. So that's what we got to do for now. Randy, I'll get you that list. That's a good idea.
As they say in Texas, gracias.
Only in Texas they say that?
All right, that's about all I got. Anybody got any questions about clipping or anything like that? Anything technology related?
Thanks for the lesson.
Does that help? Do you guys feel better about clipping? I hope.
I hope
Yes.
so.
Good. All right, so here's the challenge. You guys now know how to clip, all right? And everybody that watches this, is included in it. If you ever want to go over anything from Hockey TV with me, or I'm sure any of the other supervisors wouldn't mind going over clips as well. So if you got questions, send them out. And like I jump on Zoom like this with a one-on-one with you, whenever, just randomly, we'll make a time, or everybody else I think has access to a Zoom as well. So if you want to do that with somebody else, then just ask them. So, but cut clips, send them in. This is how you're going to get better. So yourselves and making sure that what you're watching and self-evaluating is correct. So we're going to send out as a little heads up, like a spoiler alert, we are going to send out like an update on the peer or the self-evaluations. So the self-evaluations will now be used as requests for a Zoom conference. Okay, so hopefully you guys are all, excited about doing the one-on-one Zooms, and I think they're going to catch on with other people doing them as well. But if you want a Zoom, a one-on-one Zoom to go over, really great for positioning and stuff, and don't feel like I'm like trying to get you to justify your calls or trying to be a pain in your ass. This is all just so that you can eliminate unwanted stops or eliminate unneeded stops in the hockey game, so that you guys can be better referees. So yeah, use these tools. No one's ever had them before, and I really like them. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for logging on. Thanks for your attention. And if anybody ever has any questions, let me know.
Hey, Chris, any word on the IntelliGym?
What's that?
Any word on the IntelliGym?
Oh, so they just sent that list in a couple days ago. So I think Scott's waiting to hear back from the Israelis, but it isn't going to be long. They were so excited about it. I'm sure they're working on it. So you guys should get your access in the next couple days. So if not, if I don't hear anything in a couple days, I'll ask Z for you guys. All right. So you guys don't have to bug him. Soon.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you again.
No problem. Anything else, guys? All right. See you later.
Thank you. All right, thanks, Chris.
Bye.
See you, Chris.